took the Supreme Court 56 years to correct its own error. The fourth element is the 14th Amendment Section 1 is the Equal Protection Clause, which requires state governments to treat people equally. States can't make laws that treat similarly situated people differently, or apply laws that appear fair in ways that discriminate between people. When the 14th Amendment was written, the main worry was protecting freed slaves and Union supporters in the South from violence by groups like the Ku Klux Klan. States are required to provide equal protection of the law to everyone within their borders. The Equal Protection Clause doesn't mean everyone has to be treated exactly the same. It means states have to apply their laws fairly to people in similar situations. The Supreme Court has developed standards to determine if a government has violated the Equal Protection Clause and is improperly treating people differently. The government just needs a good reason, like charging different fees for residents versus non-residents at a public pool. Supreme Court calls this the rational basis test. Harder standard, important rights. When government action affects important rights like voting, there must be good reasons to justify laws that differentiate among people. This is termed intermediate scrutiny by the Supreme Court. The strictest standard applies when government action affects certain categories such as race, religion, or national origin. When the government treats people differently based on these things, it must have extremely important reasons to do so, and the court refers to this as strict scrutiny. The Equal Protection Clause was important in the 1954 Brown v. Board of Education case, which ended racial segregation in schools. That case overturned an earlier and embarrassing case from 1898 called Plessy v. Ferguson, which had said separate but equal segregated schools and facilities were legally acceptable. It took the Supreme Court 56 years to correct its own error.